Hello everyone and welcome once again to the Deiser Connection. How you doing? I hope you're doing great. Today marks the 50th episode of the Deiser Connection, in which we will show you and we will bring to you the third part of the interview with Rodney Nissen, the Jira Guy. This is a really interesting interview in which we talked about Jira Administration's evolution throughout the years, from server to data center to the cloud era. And we'll show you the last part in this video. So without further ado, here you go, the third part of this really cool interview. See you now. What do you see in the future for the Jira Administration?
Jira Administration has always been a job of change. It has never been the same thing day to day. That's one reason I love it is there's always something new to learn, something new to experience, a new trick out there to figure out going, oh, hey, if I do things this way, I haven't thought about it before, but it allows me to do this, this, and this. That's always going to be the case. But I see the Jira admin's job becoming a lot more of a curator. This is something I mentioned, I think, at Team 24 to a few people. Right now, we are full admins. We are running the systems. We are setting up automations. We are setting up projects, all this. And some of that is being offloaded. The one thing I love about team managed projects, and there's a lot not to like about it. I could go on full rants about team managed projects, but the one thing to love about it is it allows you, the Jira admin, to step out of the way and let the teams thrive. You still want that door in, so if you need to help them on something, they've got themselves in a spot of trouble, you're able to step in and help. But you're moving out of the way. You're removing yourself as that bottleneck, because most admins are multiple teams to each admin in their group. That's always going to be a bottleneck. That's just how the bottlenecks are defined. So I do love team managed allows you admins to step out of the way. I think that trend is going to kind of continue, where Atlassian is going to enable admins who trust their teams and want to do so to step out of the way and just curate. This is the best for our organizations. This is the best, what the best looks like. This is what you should be striving towards. And then let the teams decide for themselves, does this make sense? That's ultimately the role I see the Atlassian admins moving towards. Is it perfect solution? No. And I think a lot of companies are going to struggle with that, because you do need a disciplined, thoughtful project admins for that kind of approach to work. They have to essentially become Jira admins. And I said, with team managed projects, there's a lot of bloat that could happen there just because they're so isolated from each other. And they have to be by design, but it causes duplications that lead to inefficiencies. Automation is another one, especially with AI. One of the breakout features from Team 24 that I loved is the ability to say, hey, AI, I want the automation that does this when this happens, and have it set that up for you. That is groundbreaking. Yeah, because automation for Jira, when it came out as an app before Atlassian purchased CodeBarrel, was groundbreaking on its own, because this is something I could trust with most project admins. Having to be able to convert spoken language to that means I could trust even more users with that, potentially. The flip side of that being, there's now automation limits in cloud, which means I can't let them go crazy. But it's something I can loosen up a little more and allow more people into, and people can start seeing the promise of Jira in Jira automation.
That's a really cool one, because allowing someone that is not a Jira admin, create an automation, it will be really relaxing for a Jira admin, right? It will be okay. The Jira admin, I believe that the Jira admin would have to check, from time to time, like, okay, is this correct? Is this actually what you wanted? And so on. But if there's any advice that you would like to give, apart, from the one that you gave before, if you want to be a Jira admin, go for the cloud, but just going or being in the cloud already, is there any advice towards the future, like how to improve, skills, how to be a better admin?
The thing I always tell Jira admins and any sort of IT worker is this industry is changing all the time. You have to study, you have to study, you have to study. If you have to do it on your own time, so be it. I had companies that allowed me 4 hours per week and 1/10 of my time to self-improvement, learn something new, take a class, do something. And that was amazing. But I also have my own home setup with my own server rack, so I could test different things and play around with different things. The second thing I would give advice is Atlassian's key superpower is be flexible. You need your superpower to be flexible. Don't settle for being just a Jira admin. Become a trainer, become a project manager, become a program lead, there is so much that goes into this job that you need to learn to be flexible and take on jobs that may be outside your core job description, but are related. And these are all roles hats I have worn over my career as Jira admin at one point or another. And it's something that I firmly feel if you were to be successful in this role, you need to be as flexible as your instances are and learn to do these different roles.
That's really good advice. And yeah, learning about flexibility of job, being flexible and learning different hats, how to wear different hats for your Jira instance is going to be super useful. That's also my point of view. Like not only Jira admin, but project admin too. It's going to help. Everyone's going to help. Your company is going to help your Jira instance be happy too. So it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. So that's pretty much it of what I wanted to talk to you about today. I believe that we're going to meet in Barcelona so we can, with the announcements that Atlassian has for us, maybe we can extend a little bit this episode and thank you very much for all this knowledge, because it's awesome. It's awesome to learn from you. It's also to hear you speak about this Jira. So thank you very much, Rodney.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on. I watch the show every time it comes up on my YouTube feed, and it's like, I need to get on there. So
now, I really hope that you enjoyed this interview. This is one of the most insightful interviews that we have done in the Deiser Connection format. Why do I say this? Why do I specifically name the Deiser Connection format? This is because from now on, the Deiser Connection is going to change. We will change the format of how we show the videos. We will be making videos once a month, and then we will do short videos in order to showcase some interesting thing, feature, or announcement or news in the Atlassian ecosystem. I really hope that you enjoyed these 50 videos that we recorded throughout this year and a half creating 50 videos. That's a lot, and we sincerely hope that you have enjoyed this format. We will still have interviews with relevant people from the ecosystem. We'll still have a lot of news about the Atlassian ecosystem, and we'll have more. We'll go to different events and we'll showcase what we have seen, what we have experienced in those events. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next evolution of the Deiser Connection. So again, thank you very much and see you soon. Bye bye.